Good morning, welcome back in. This debate is almost as tired as the one over DC statehood, whether the Washington Redskins should change its name. Times change, so do sensitivities. Well, in the last few years, Washington Post survey found that the majority of Native Americans aren't bothered by that name. But now, a new study directly contradicts those results and makes this debate far from conclusive. Let's break it down. The new UC Berkeley study, published in the Journal of Social, Psychological, and Personality Science, says that at least half of Native Americans surveyed are offended by the team's nearly 90-year-old name. The authors go on to call out the previous Washington Post survey as questionable, arguing that things don't add up. So we met with one of the researchers who launched the study, Stephanie Freiberg, and a Native American representative, Crystal Echohawk, to discuss the difference. One reason given, UC Berkeley's study is a scientific one, thus making these results two very different things.
So we've had to go through a process where other scientists have looked at our analyses, have looked at our theory, our hypotheses, and have examined it. Public opinion polls don't have to do that.
But should that diminish the results we've already seen? The UC Berkeley study surveyed 1,000 Native Americans. The Washington Post questioned only half of that at 504. Both were representative across the United States and varied in age, gender, education, regional makeup, and tribal affiliation. Even some of the questions were pretty similar. I think the term Redskin is respectful to Native Americans versus, as a Native American, do you find that name offensive or doesn't it bother you? Still, those supporting the UC Berkeley study are adamant their results are something we all need to take a closer look at.
So first of all, we didn't just ask opinions. Our study was really about identity. So one of the things we don't know about the 2004 study or the 2016 study is who are the natives in their study.
The Washington Post details their methodology in transparent fashion, and when we reached out to them, they stood by it. However, what can't be ignored is the layered discussion that goes beyond simply answering whether or not Native American names in sports are offensive.
So what little Americans get exposed to about Native Americans is what they see on Sundays in football stadiums across the country, what they see with baseball and the tomahawk chop. That fuels a certain perception. That's the ounce of what Americans in this country get about contemporary Native people. That fuels bias, it fuels discrimination, it fuels racism.
So at the heart of all of these big issues is our identity, and how it gets represented in society influences how other people treat me. So to say that we have more important things, no, we have absolutely no more important thing to do than to be in charge of how we are represented publicly.
Redskins owner Daniel Snyder has previously pointed to the Washington Post survey results in 2016 as justification for keeping and embracing the team name. We've reached out to the Redskins to ask if these new results change their outlook about the name in any way, but we haven't heard back yet.